رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. I hope all of you are doing well. This is the last part of the exercise of unit number 2, and in the today's lecture we will complete the numerical problems from 2.7 till 2.12. Quotation for today is: life is not a problem to be solved but a reality to be experienced. And dear students, remember that you can pause the video to note down the important points and the formulas. You can also rewind to view the information again, and don't forget to try to solve by yourself. And also keep a notebook, a pen and a calculator with you. Numerical number 7 is: find the magnitudes of the forces provided by the sport A and B if shown a balanced condition. Weight of the plank is 500 Newton and it is in uniform shape, whereas the weight of the block is 100 Newton and the weight of the student is 500 Newton. And the diagram is also given. सो डियर स्टूडेंट्स, इस क्वेश्चन में हमें दो फोर्सेस फाइंड आउट करनी है, एफ ऑफ ए एंड एफ ऑफ बी। और इनिशियली हमें इनकी डायरेक्शन नोन नहीं है, लेकिन हमें इनकी डायरेक्शन को सपोज करना है और ये आपकी चॉइस है कि आप दोनों फोर्सेस को अपवर्ड कंसिडर करते हो, डाउनवर्ड कंसिडर करते हो, या एक फोर्स को अपवर्ड और एक को डाउनवर्ड कंसिडर करते हो। अब इसमें हमें आंसर में कैसे पता चलेगा कि जो हमने इनिशियल डायरेक्शन कंसिडर की थी वो हमने सही कंसिडर की थी या नहीं। अगर हमारा आंसर पॉजिटिव हुआ तो इट मीन्स कि जो इनिशियल डायरेक्शन हमने कंसिडर की थी वो बिल्कुल सही थी। लेकिन अगर हमारा आंसर नेगेटिव साइन के साथ आएगा तो इट मीन्स कि जो हमने फोर्स की डायरेक्शन इनिशियली कंसिडर की थी वो उस एक्चुअल डायरेक्शन के बल्कि ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन में होनी चाहिए थी और मैग्नीट्यूड में कोई भी चेंज नहीं आएगा। तो आइए इस क्वेश्चन को अब हम सॉल्व करते हैं। सबसे पहले गिवन हम लिख लेते हैं। गिवन थिंग्स आर द वेट ऑफ द स्टूडेंट विच इज़ रिप्रेजेंटेड बाय W1. It is 500 Newton, and dear students, remember one thing: weight always direct in the downward direction towards the center of the earth. Also, the weight of the plank is given, which is equals to 500 Newton, and it will act at its center of gravity point. And the weight of the block is given, W3, which is equals to 100 Newton. So, dear students, distances already figure में mention है. Total length जो है plank की that is equals to 5 meter. और in between इन दोनों स्पोर्ट के दरमियान जो डिस्टेंस है दैट इज़ इक्वल्स टू 3 मीटर, एंड द डिस्टेंस ऑफ द स्टूडेंट फ्रॉम द point A is 0.5 meter, and the center of gravity point will be present at the distance of 1.5 meter from both the sport. So now first of all we have to find out the sport provided by the sport A and the force provided by the sport B. So as the plank is in the balance condition, so we can apply the first condition of equilibrium, and according to the first condition of equilibrium, the sum of all the forces acting on the body must be equal to 0. And in this case, the forces are only acting along the y-axis. There is no force that acts along the x-axis, so the sum of forces acting along the x-axis are 0. Hence, there is no force acting along the x-axis. Similarly, the forces acting along the y-axis, their sum must have to be equal to 0 if the system is in equilibrium condition, and the forces which are acting along the y-axis are f of A plus F of B, since they are directed in the upper direction, so these forces will be considered to be positive, while the weight W1, W2 and W3 acts in the downward direction and the downward forces are considered to be negative. So F of A plus F of B plus negative W1 plus negative W2 plus negative W3 must be equal to 0. And by substituting the values of the three weights given, the sum F of A plus F of B will be equals to 1100 Newton, which is our equation number 1. Now by applying the second condition of equilibrium about the point A, we have to consider a point as a pivot along which we will calculate the torque either in the clockwise direction or in anti-clockwise direction. So for example, we have considered the pivot point as A. And according to the second condition of equilibrium, the sum of torque acting on a body must be equal to 0. So, if we consider A as a pivot, the torque due to weight 1 will be in anti-clockwise direction and the anti-clockwise torque will be considered to be positive, while the torque due to the weight W2 is in the clockwise direction, so it will be considered to be negative. The torque due to weight W3 is also in the clockwise direction, which will be considered to be negative. And the torque due to the force F of B, it is in anti-clockwise direction, so it will be considered to be positive. While torque is equals to the product of the force into the moment arm, where R1, R2, R3 and RB are the moment arms, and W1, W2, W3 and F of B are the weight and the forces. So by substituting the values, R1 is the distance between the axis of rotation, that is A, and the line of action of a force, that is W1. So the distance between them is 0.5 meter multiplied by the weight W1, which was 500 Newton, minus R2, the distance between the axis of rotation and the line of action, that is point C, which is equals to 1.5 meter, multiplied by the weight W2, that was 500 Newton, minus R3, which is the distance between the axis of rotation, that is A, and the line of action, that is D, due to the weight W3. So the total distance between A and D is 2.5 meter multiplied by the weight W3, that is 100 Newton, plus RB, the distance between the axis of rotation A till the point B. So the total distance between these 2 points is 3 meter into the force F of B, because force F of B is still unknown. Now simplifying the terms, 250 Newton meter minus 750 Newton meter minus 250 Newton meter plus 3 F of B. So 250 will be get cancelled by the 250 and we are left with 3 F of B is equals to 750 Newton. And by dividing this force by 3, we get F of B as 250 Newton. Since this force is positive, so it means the initial direction which we have considered is correct. Now substituting the value of F of B in equation number 1, we will get F of A as 850 Newton. Again, it is positive, so it means initial directions of the forces which we have considered are the correct, and we have calculated the magnitude of these two forces by using the first and the second condition of the equilibrium. Question number 8 is, three forces are acting on a body as shown in the figure. Find the magnitude of their resultant and also state in which plane the final resultant lies. The three forces are given which are acting on a body. 6 Newton force acts along the x-axis, 8 Newton force acts along the y-axis, while the 5 Newton force acts along the z-axis. And we have to find out the resultant force and its direction. So dear students, to find out the resultant force, the magnitude of the resultant force in the 3 dimensions, we can use the formula fx square plus fy square plus fz square and the square root, and by substituting the values of the fx, fy and fz and by simplifying it, the amount of force will come out to be 11.2 Newton. And the resultant force is specified by the 3 dimensions, so therefore it lies in the space. Numerical number 9 is a meter rule is supported on a knife edge placed at the 40 cm graduation. It is found that the meter rule balances horizontally when a mass which has a weight of 0.45 Newton is suspended at the 15 cm graduation, as shown in the diagram. Calculate the moment about the knife edge in this balance condition of the force due to the mass of the rule, and if the weight of the rule is 0.90 Newton, calculate the position of its center of gravity, whereas the diagram is given in the book. So dear students, first step is to write down the data given in the question. The distance between A and B is given, that is 15 centimeter, or it equals to 0.15 meter. Position C is given, which is at the 40 centimeter, and we can find out the distance between the mass and the place where the knife edge is placed, which equals to BC. 40 centimeter minus 15 centimeter, it equals to 25 centimeter or 0.25 meter. And the weight of the mass is given, that is 0.45 Newton, and the weight of the meter rod is 0.90 Newton. And we have to find out the torque due to the mass of the meter rod, that is due to the torque 2, and we have to find out the position of the center of gravity of the meter rule. So now dear students, first of all, if we use a simple equation of the torque to find out the moment of the force due to the mass of the rule, according to which the torque is equals to momentum into the force. The momentum is equals to B and C, the distance between the point B and C, and the weight of the mass, which is W1. So it equals to 0.25 meter into 0.45 Newton, and the torque 2 is equals to 0.1125 Newton meter. We have considered the point C as the axis of rotation. And by the second condition of equilibrium, the sum of clockwise torque and the anti-clockwise torque must be equal to 0, or we can say the anti-clockwise torque has to be equal to the clockwise torque. So the torque 1, the clockwise torque, and the torque 2, the anti-clockwise torque, must be equal, while the torque 1 is equals to Ct into the weight of the ruler equals to the torque T2, which was equal to 0.1125 Newton meter, which we have already calculated. So by dividing the torque T2 with the weight of the meter rule, we can find out the position, the distance C and D, and it comes out to be 0.125 meter or 12.5 centimeter. So now dear students, remember one thing, this is the distance between the point C and D, and we are asked to find out the position of the center of gravity. So we have to calculate the position of center of gravity from the point A. So the distance between A and D will be equals to the distance AC plus the distance CD, which will be equals to 40 centimeter plus 12.5 centimeter, which equals to 52.5 centimeter. So the position of the center of gravity will be equal to 52.5 centimeter. Question number 10 is, A uniform plank AB of length 4 meter and weight 500 Newton is suspended by a vertical rope at each end. A girl of weight 300 Newton is standing at a distance of 1.2 meter from the end A. By taking moments about A, calculate the tension in the rope supporting the end B. Would you expect the tension in the rope at A to be larger or smaller than that in the rope at B? State a reason for your answer. So now dear students, इस क्वेश्चन में एक प्लैंक गिवन है जिसकी लेंथ 4 मीटर है और उस प्लैंक का जो वेट है दैट इज इक्वल टू 500 न्यूटन और दो वर्टिकल रोप की हेल्प से उसको सस्पेंड किया गया है एट पॉइंट ए एंड एट पॉइंट बी एंड द गर्ल ऑफ वेट 300 न्यूटन इज स्टैंडिंग एट अ डिस्टेंस ऑफ 1.2 मीटर फ्रॉम द एंड ए। और इस केस में हमें ऑलरेडी क्वेश्चन में गिवन है कि हमें जो मोमेंट फाइंड आउट करना है वो हमने अबाउट ए फाइंड आउट करना है। सुपरवेट इज ऑलरेडी मेंशन इन दिस केस और हमें ये चेक करना है कि जो टेंशन प्रोड्यूस हो रही है एट द पॉइंट बी आइदर दैट इज ग्रेटर और द टेंशन एट द रोप ए इज greater. So first of all, write down the data. The things which are given are the weight of the plank W equals to 500 Newton. The weight of the girl is W1 which is 300 Newton. The distance between the point A and B, the total length of the plank is 4 meter, while the distance OA is equals to OB which equals to 2 meter. The point O is the center of gravity point, while the distance A and C is equals to 1.2 meter. And we have to find out the tension in the rope at point B and we have to compare the two tensions created in the rope TA and T of B. So we can solve this question by using the second condition of equilibrium, and according to the second condition of equilibrium, the sum of all the torque acting on a body must be equal to 0. And considering A as a pivot, the torque due to W1 plus the torque due to weight W must be equal to the torque T of B due to this tension or created in a string at point B. So the anti-clockwise torque, the tau of B will be equals to the clockwise torque which are tau and tau of 1. Now substituting the values of this formula for the torque which equals to the moment arm into the force. Moment arm is the total length A and B into the tension T of B equals to the moment arm OA into the weight W and the moment arm AC into the weight W1. Now substituting the values, AB is equals to 4 meter length, the OA is equals to 2 meter, while the weight is equals to 500 Newton and AC is 1.2 meter while the W1 is equals to 300 Newton. Now solving this equation for the tension T of B, it comes out to be 340 Newton. So the tension created in the string B is equals to 340 Newton. And now by using the first condition of equilibrium, according to which the sum of all the forces acting along the y-axis must be equal to 0, so the two upward forces tau A plus tau B must be equal to the two downward forces which are W1 and W. So we can calculate the tension created at the string A, which comes out to be 460 Newton. So now dear students, the tension created in the string A is greater as compared to the tension created in the string B, and the reason is because the girl is standing closer to the end A, so the smaller will be the moment arm, greater will be the force or the tension produced in the string for the equal torque on the both sides. If we consider the similar torque, then by decreasing the moment arm, more force or the tension will be created in the strain. So the tension TA will be greater as compared to the tension TB. The diagram below shows the plane view of a door hung at A. If the man applies a force F of 40 Newton at the end marked B, calculate the moment of this force about A. What is the minimum force X that must be applied at C in order to stop the door from turning? Name the principle applied to solve this problem. Dear student, this question is quite simple. First of all, write down the data which is given in the statement. First of all, the force F that a man applies was equal to 40 Newton. The distances are given. The distance between A and C is equal to 1.2 meter and the distance AB is equal to 1.8 meter. First of all, we have to find out the torque and we have to find out the magnitude of the force F that must be applied at point C in order to stop the door from the turning. So first of all, to find out the torque is equals to RF. Since the angle between the moment arm and the force is 90 degrees, so sine of 90 degrees is 1. And by substituting the values of the moment arm and the force, the torque will be equal to 72 Newton meter. Now we have to find out the minimum force X that is applied in order to stop the door from the turning. Now we will use the principle of moments to solve this question. And according to the principle of moments, the clockwise torque has to be equal to the anti-clockwise torque. So the torque 1 must be equals to the torque which is produced due to the force F, while the torque 1 will be equals to the moment arm AC into the force X is equals to the torque tau. And by substituting the values of the moment arm, we can be able to find out the force X which was required to stop the door from turning, and it comes out to be 60 Newton. Question number 12 is, consider a ladder weighing 200 Newton resulting against a smooth wall such that it makes an angle of 60 degree with the horizontal. Find the reaction on the ladder due to the wall and the ground. Dear students, ये क्वेश्चन बहुत ही इम्पॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन है फ्रॉम द एग्जामिनेशन पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू. सो काइंडली इस क्वेश्चन को आपने बहुत अच्छी तरह से समझना है. बहुत ही सिंपल है लेकिन जस्ट आपको समझ आना चाहिए. इस क्वेश्चन में एक लेडर गिवन है जिसका वेट 200 न्यूटन है और किसी भी बॉडी का वेट उसके सेंटर ऑफ ग्रेविटी पॉइंट पे एक्ट करता है और वेट की डायरेक्शन हमेशा डाउनवर्ड होती है. और इस लेडर को एक स्मूथ वॉल के अगेंस्ट जो है वो प्लेस किया गया है सच दैट इट मेक्स एन एंगल ऑफ 60 डिग्री विद द हॉरिजॉन्टल. सो एज अ रिजल्ट अब हमें इस पे फाइंड आउट करनी है रिएक्शन फोर्स विच इज़ ड्यू टू द वॉल एंड ड्यू टू द ग्राउंड. सो ये एफ फोर्स जो रिएक्शन फोर्स है जो कि इस लेडर के ऊपर अप्लाई हो रही है ड्यू टू द वॉल एंड द ग्राउंड, ये हमें कैलकुलेट करनी है. सो सबसे पहले हम डेटा लिख लेते हैं. द वेट ऑफ द लेडर W इज 200 न्यूटन. द एंगल between the ladder and the ground is 60 degree and the length of the ladder AB is equal to L. So the half of the length of the ladder will be equals to L by 2 जो कि equal होगा distance between point A and C and from point C to B. And we have to find out the reaction of the wall that is R and the reaction of the ground which is F. सो हमें वॉल की वजह से इस लेडर पे जो रिएक्शन फोर्स अप्लाई हो रही है वो फाइंड आउट करनी है, और ग्राउंड की वजह से जो रिएक्शन फोर्स इसके ऊपर अप्लाई हो रही है वो फाइंड आउट करनी है. सो लेट्स सॉल्व दिस न्यूमेरिकल प्रॉब्लम. First of all, according to the second condition of equilibrium, the sum of all the torque acting on a body must be equal to 0. और उसके लिए हमें एक पॉइंट एज अ पिवट कंसिडर करना होता है जहाँ पे हम एक्सिस ऑफ रोटेशन जिसको हम कंसिडर करते हैं. सो लेट्स कंसिडर द पॉइंट ए एज अ पिवट, दिस पॉइंट. सो इफ वी कंसिडर दिस पॉइंट ए एज अ पिवट, then the torque due to the reaction of the wall must be equals to the torque due to the weight of the ladder. So the torque produced at the point B must be equal to the torque produced at the point C, since these two torques are opposite. The torque due to the reaction of the wall is in the anti-clockwise direction, while the torque due to the weight of the ladder is in clockwise direction. So the clockwise torque must be equal to the anti-clockwise torque. And torque is equals to the product of the moment arm and into the force. Now dear students, since the angle between the moment arm and the force in this case is not equal to 90 degree, so we have to use the sine theta term along with the equation. So first of all, the torque which is produced due to the reaction force at point B will be equals to the moment arm AB into the force R and sine of theta, the angle between the force and the moment arm. And the torque at the point C will be equals to the moment arm AC into the weight of the ladder and the angle between the moment arm and the force, which is the force due to gravity, that is equals to the weight of the ladder. So now dear students, the length of the ladder is equals to the moment arm AB into the reaction force R and sine of 60 degree, the similar angles at the opposite side. And the moment arm AC is equals to half of the length of the ladder, which is equals to L by 2. Weight of the ladder is 200 Newton. And now we will use theta as 30 degree. Now why we are using 30 degree? Because now if you look at the diagram, it makes a right angle triangle. So now in a right angle triangle, the total angle is equals to 180 degree. 90 degree is present between the two lengths which are perpendicular to each other. 60 degree is already present, so this angle between the moment arm and the force which equals to 30 degree. So dear students, इस केस में हमें 30 डिग्री को यूज़ करना है इंस्टेड ऑफ 60 डिग्री, क्योंकि यहाँ पे हमारे पास मोमेंट आर्म और जो वेट है उसके दरमियान जो एंगल बन रहा है दैट इज 30 डिग्री, नॉट अ 60 डिग्री. सो नाउ सॉल्विंग दिस क्वेश्चन फॉर आर, it will be equals to 57.7 Newton. So the reaction due to the wall on the ladder is equals to 57.7 Newton. Now we have to find out the reaction of the ground, and the reaction of the ground F is given as Fx square plus Fy square. And now dear students, we will use the first condition of equilibrium to find out the values of Fx and Fy. So according to the first condition of equilibrium, the sum of forces acting along the x-axis must be equal to 0. And the sum of all the forces acting along the y-axis must be equal to 0. So hence Fx is parallel to R. So these two forces are equal in magnitude but opposite in direction. So f of x will be equals to R, while f of y will be equals to W. So by substituting the values of R and W in this equation of the resultant of the force, the reaction of the force due to the ground on the ladder, it comes out to be 208 Newton. And that's the answer. That's all for today. Thank you so much. I hope all of you have enjoyed. For any kind of queries, you can write down your question in the comment section given below. This is the last part of the exercise of the unit number 2. See you in the next video with the new chapter. Till then, take care and Allah Hafiz.